And joining us in studio now is Dr. Eytan Cohen Yanarocak, an expert on Turkey at the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security. And first of all, maybe just explain why this is such a blow. These are local elections, municipal elections are such a political blow to Erdoğan.
Okay, first of all, I would like to emphasize that only 47 years ago, the Republican People's Party became victorious in an election campaign in Turkey. So this is the second time after 47 years that the secular party gaining something very concrete. And also, of course, you mentioned the fact that this is a local elections, this is not a general elections, but in Turkey, the local elections are considered as a rehearsal for the general elections. Okay, it is kind of an exam, it is kind of a public approval test. And therefore, when the presidents, the ruling party, cannot acquire the necessary power at the key provinces such as Istanbul, Ankara, and Izmir, statistically, the Turkish political history shows us that they will be defeated at the end. So this should ring the alarm bells at the
So the beginning of the Erdoğan has already said that I believe this is his last term as president. He may go back on it, but obviously he maybe wants to.
I'm not buying it.
Or he's setting the stage, I believe, for one of his sons to take his place. But the beginning of the end for Erdoğan.
I really, frankly, do not think that his sons are going to replace him. Okay. But first of all, I would like to divert your attention to the Turkish constitution. Yes, indeed, this is on paper his last term, but the same constitution is also paving his way for another term if he will declare snap elections. And definitely he will declare a snap election. No worries, Khalif. He will be with us for many more years.
All right. So the question is, how? Of course, within Israel, it's always his attitude, the concern, especially the hostility he's had toward Israel since October 7th. Is this kind of defeat domestically going to have any impact on, for example, his foreign policy, including how he relates to Israel?
I sincerely do not believe that we will see any, changes. For instance, last night, when the first results began to appear on the screens, what did he do? He called the Iranian President Raisi to speak about Gaza, and he tried to divert the public attention once again to Gaza. And regarding the Turkish secular party, for instance, the Republican People's Party, do you think that they are lovers of Zion? Not really. In order to push Erdoğan further, they insist to cut the trade ties with Israel. Okay, so Erdoğan is acting more and more pragmatic. So it is, we cannot speak something like black and white. We have 50 shades of gray. And at the end, also, only because Israeli government and Erdoğan, they cannot agree, automatically we may not make any choice from now that, okay, the other government will be better for Israel. Unfortunately, we cannot say such a thing. Why? Because at the end of the day, the Republican People's Party, it is not considered as an anti-Semitic or an anti-Zionist party, but the problem with that party is with whom are they going to shape this coalition government? There are some other very anti-Israel, very anti-Semitic political partners that they are collaborating. For instance, the Felicity Party, for instance, the Future Party. And these are very problematic political actors. Again, it would be very much challenging, but at the end, if we are going to look from a Western point of view, of course, the Republican People's Party, you should want that party would replace Erdoğan.
Right. We've written the political or the semi-political, the political obituaries of Recep Tayyip Erdoğan in the past. We'll have to see if he survives this current blow. Eytan Cohen Yanarocak, thank you.
Thank you for having me.